Okay, so starting with the introduction to the South Korea and Colombia Free Trade Agreement, this agreement marks a pivotal step in deepening economic ties and fostering mutual growth between the two nations. Officially, it was signed in 2013, but it came into effect in 2016. This means that the agreement have 3 years where they were adapting and supervising this agreement, looking to be the best it could be. This agreement also underscores a commitment to eliminate trade barriers, enhance market access, and promote bilateral investment. This FTA was create a more favorable business environment by reducing tariffs and on a wide of goods and services. The agreement covers various sectors such as technology, automotive, textiles, and agriculture. This reflects the diverse economic landscapes of South Korea and Colombia. The agreement facilitates smoother and more efficient trade flows. The FTA aims to boost economic growth, create jobs, and provide consumers with a wide array of products and competitive prices. Overall, the South Korea FTA represents a forward-looking partnership that leverages the strengths of both economies. It is a testament to the country's shared vision of prosperity and development, laying the groundwork for dynamic and resilient economic relationship.
One of the key aspects of the FTA is the emphasis on the research and development. The agreement encourages bilateral cooperation in science, technology, innovation through joint research projects and also technology transfer. South Korea companies are incentivized to invest in Colombia R&D sector, fostering some technological advancements and innovation like inside the Colombian industry. Also, academic exchanges are promoted, allowing for collaborative efforts between research and institutions. This facilitates like the gathering of information and also like different analysis in industries for both countries. Also, technology transfer is facilitated, helping Colombia enhance its like technological capabilities and innovation capacity. These like it is very important, as I said before, because it it will help both countries, not just Colombia or South Korea, but both countries in their like most strong industries to like go like up in numbers and demand.
The South Korea the South Korea Colombia Free The South Korea Colombia Free Trade Agreement aims to eliminate or reduce the trade barriers between both countries. This means easier market access for Colombian and South Korean products, and some key points of these are: first, the tariff elimination of a large percentage over the 90 percentage of tariff on goods are from Colombia and from South Korea, leaving it cheaper. Second, national treatment between Colombia and South Korea. The companies are supposed to receive fair treatment in each other's market. This means that they should not suffer disadvantage compared to other companies in other countries. Third, non-tariff measures. The agreement also addresses non-tariff barriers such as quotas, licenses, and cumbersome customs procedures. There's kind of slow down the trade, so the FTA aims to streamline them. And finally, we can say that both countries are really looking out for each other's welfare, and it is an agreement that still has a lot of potential.
Hi, my name is Miguel Ángel Gallego, and I will talk about sanitary and phytosanitary issues related to the FTA between Colombia and South Korea. The industry I will talk about. Hi, my name is Miguel Ángel Gallego, and I will talk about sanitary and phytosanitary issues related to the FTA between Colombia and South Korea. The industry I will talk about is the industry of agricultural and agri-industrial products, including coffee. Colombian agricultural exports to South Korea face stringent sanitary and phytosanitary thereafter SPS standards. These standards are often cited as a barrier due to the rigorous requirements for pest control and disease prevention. Many Colombian farmers and exporters struggle with meeting these standards, leading to delays in additional costs in getting their products certified for exports. One of that are the minimum lot for SPS inspections in South Korea. This could affect products like exotic fruits, high quality coffee, artisanal products, 100 organic products, products that are packed in low quantities and could be affected by that measures. Uh, Colombia needs to enhance its sanitary diplomacy efforts to ensure that the SPA's measures are recognized as equivalent to those of South Korea. This involves negotiating mutual recognition agreements and engaging in bilateral discussions to address specific SPS concerns. The lack of robust sanitary diplomacy has resulted in periodic bans and increasing inspections of Colombian products. Uh, the prevalence of pests in some Colombian agricultural areas can lead to restriction or bans on exports. For instance, the presence of fruit flies and other pests can result in South Korea imposing strict quarantine measures. Addressing pest-related issues requires significant investment in pest control and monitoring programs. Uh, Colombia has implemented various national phytosanitary measures aiming to improve the admissibility of its products. These measures include improved pest control practices and stricter monitoring of agricultural products destined to exports, like the system of hazard analysis critical control points, that was established in 1990. A training program for farmers on SPS standards and best practices have been established to help them meet international requirements. Colombia has engaged in bilateral negotiations with South Korea to establish mutual recognition agreements for SPS measures. These agreements aim to reduce the duplication of inspections and certifications. Colombia participates in international SPS forums and organizations to align its standards with global best practices and to advocate for its agricultural exports. The most recent one was hosted by Colombia himself in 2019. Colombia has launched pest eradication programs, such as the National Fruit Fly Control Program, which aim to reduce the incidence of pests that could affect export markets. Investment in research and development to develop pest-resistant crop varieties and innovate pest control methods is ongoing. This includes collaboration with international agricultural research institutions. The ICA is responsible for that prevention and has adopted a system called MIP, consisting in prevention, observation, and application of chemical products, manual and mechanical strategies to prevent and control these pests and diseases. Due to successful sanitary diplomacy and adherence to SPS standards, some Colombian products such as certain fruits and flowers have gained access to the South Korean market, uh, excluding coffee, obviously. Increased compliance with international SPS standards has led to a higher rate of product certification, reducing delays and rejection at South Korean ports. Continued improvement in SPS standards and pest control could allow Colombia to expand the range of agricultural products exported to South Korea. Utilizing advanced technology for pest detection and control can further improve compliance with SPS requirements and reduce costs associated with meeting these standards. The Colombian Agricultural Institute (ICA) plays a crucial role in ensuring that Colombian agricultural products meet the SPS standards. They work closely with South Korean counterparts to address SPS issues. This is the government agencies. The trade associations are such as organizations such as the Colombian Association of Flower Export, Flores, and the National Federation of Coffee Growers of Colombia, the FNC, are actively involved in ensuring their members comply with the SPS standards to advocate for better market access. Collaboration with international bodies such as the World Trade Organization and the Food and An agriculture organization, FAO, helps Colombia stay updated with global SPS standards and practice. This is the real life example. Is the export of Colombian avocados to South Korea. Initially, Colombian avocados faced significant SPS barriers due to concerns about pests such as fruit flies. However, through intensive pest control programs and successful sanitary diplomacy, a firm named Kartama managed to meet the requirement standards. The ICA worked closely with South Korean authorities to demonstrate the effectiveness of their pest management strategies, resulting in the eventual approval of Colombian avocados for the South Korean market. This success not only opened a lucrative market for Colombian avocado farmers, but also set a precedent for other agricultural products facing similar barriers. And it would be a
Okay, this FTA is very important in the part of that significantly impacts the competitiveness of both nations. It first provides Colombian exporters with greater access to the South Korean market, helping them compete on a more level playing field. Um, Also, and the elimination of many tariffs and the barriers reduce costs for exporters and importers, making Colombia products more competitive in South Korea and vice versa. For example, products like coffee and flowers are very common in this FTA because of the competitiveness it has. For example, those products in the South Korean market. Also, various sectors benefit, including agriculture, manufacturing, and services. For instance, as I said before, Colombian coffee, flowers, and also textiles gain easier access to the South Korea and market, while South Korea, for example, electronics, automobiles, and machinery find new markets in Colombia. Also, harmonizing standards and regulations helps reduce non-tariff barriers for further enhancing the competitiveness of products from both countries, and also special provisions, and specifically this in this case support small and medium-sized enterprises, helping providing them with tools and frameworks to compete abroad in different countries and in different markets that South Korea has knowledge about those markets.
Continuing with the international promotion under the South Korea and Colombia FTA, we have some key points on the international promotion, starting with the enhanced market access, elimination of tariffs, and a significant number of products, improved market conditions for exports for both countries. Also, there is the trade missions and business forums, joint trade missions to explore new market opportunities, business forum and exposition to connect South Korea and Colombian businesses, and government-backed promotional activities to encourage bilateral investments. Continue with the collaborative market campaigns, co-branding market initiatives to highlight mutual benefits of the FTA, promotion of cultural exchange programs to foster better understanding and trust between business communities, support of the SMAs, special programs to assist small medium enterprise in navigating new markets, financial advisory support to help the small or medium enterprises to take advantage of the FTA provisions. Sector-specific promotions. Target promotion is a key sector such as technology, automotive, and textiles, and joint research and development projects to innovate and improve product offering. Also, there is the another important key point, that is the digital platforms and e-commerce. Use of digital platforms to facilitate trade and promote products, and encouragement of e-commerce between the two countries to reach a broader audience. Continue with the impact and future outlook of this agreement. There is an increased bilateral trade, significant growth in the trade volumes is the FTA's implementations, enhanced competitiveness of products from both countries in each other markets, and sustainable economic growth, long-term benefits through sustained promotion efforts, and continuous reviews and enhancement of promotional strategies to adapt changes and market dynamics.
Hi, so now I'm going to present the association partnership. The free trade agreement between South Korea and Colombia has generated significant benefits to various associations in the both countries. These are some of the associations that have benefit with the free trade agreement, with the existing free trade agreement between Colombia and South Korea. The associations in Colombia are the first, the National Coffee Federation. The National Coffee Federation is the federation that group all the coffee exporters in the Colombian country. Also, Colombian coffee exports to South Korea around of 28% of Colombian total exports to South Korea, with a value around of $175 million each year. South Korea is one of the largest consumers of coffee. It's the second country in the world with more Starbucks stores. This is a idea that can help us to understand the vast size of the coffee market in South Korea. The second is the Colombian Association of Flower Exporters, or Asocolflores. Asocolflores is the Colombian association that group all flower exporters exist in the country. Over the years, Colombian export flowers to South Korea have increased. With the existing free trade agreement, it's like could helps to have more direct access to the South Korea market. In just the year 2022, the exports are around to $12.9 million in special events or the more days. Yes, and the third is the Colombian Banana Association, or Augura. Augura is the Colombian association that group together all banana exporters in the national territory. With the free trade agreement, the banana is the third product with the highest Colombian exports to South Korea. The third product, yes. Only in the year 2022, around $30 million were exported. Also, the potential export is very high, very big, with the potential export to South Korea of $41 million. So now are the associations in South Korea. The associations in South Korea that are benefit with the free trade agreement between Colombia and South Korea are the first is the Colombian Automobile Manufacturers Association, or CAMA. South Korea is one of the major players in the global automotive industry because for the because in South Korea have the latest technology that they employ in their process. Korean exports of automobiles to Colombia represent around 18% of the Colombian total exports to Colombia. The export from this industry significant a good value in the imports of cars in the national territory, so in South Korea. The second is the Korean Cosmetic Association. South Korea is one of the countries with the greatest technology advancements in the cosmetic industry in all worldwide. Is one of the major players in this sector. Korean exports of cosmetics products and related items represent around 8% of the total export from South Korea to Colombia. This association, the Korean Cosmetic Associations, contributes to the growth and development of the cosmetic industry in South Korea and enhance its competitive with the rest of the world.
In terms of investment, it is concentrated in the following sectors: infrastructure. The Korean companies are investing in infrastructure projects such as road, bridge, ports, apartments, airports. This due to the growth of the Colombian economy and the need to improve the infrastructure. Other sector is the energy sector. Korea is investing in Colombia's energy sector, both in the fossil fuel and in renewable energies. Manufacturing sector, Korean companies in this case are investing in manufacturing plants, taking advantage of the country's low labor costs and access to a huge market. And other like construction, retail, growing, agriculture, mining, and tourism sectors. On the other hand, the main reasons for investing in Colombia are its strategic position, the large and growing Colombia's population, and the growing Colombian economy. The investment protection, this agreement is likely to include provisions to protect the South Korean investment in Colombia. Other thing is the transparency. The FTA could promote transparency in the investment regulation between Korea and Colombia by setting rules. And the restriction or reduction of restrictions. This agreement could limit restriction on foreign investment in certain sectors that Colombia sometimes tends to protect most.
Relevant issues. Here are some relevant facts about South Korea important when doing business in South Korea or wanting to enter to a Korean market. The first is that South Korea is the most homogeneous country in the world. The population of South Korea is ethnically the most homogeneous in the world. Around the 99% of its inhabitants are of Korean origin. Although there are some Chinese, obviously there are some Chinese or Japanese origins in South Korea, but these origins only represent less than 1% of the population. The second is the birth rate. The birth rate is like a context, yes, the birth rate is the number of births recorded per 100,000 inhabitants. South Korea has the lowest birth rate in the world, with a birth rate around of 4.5% or 0.7 per woman. That means that for every woman, 0.7 children are born. Also, a birth rate below of 2.1 mean that a stable population growth cannot be guaranteed in the country. The third is the suicide rate. The suicide rate is the number of suicides recorded per 100,000 inhabitants. South Korea has one of the highest suicide rates in the world, with a rate around of 25.5 per 100,000 inhabitants. This is because to multiply factors like socials and like factors socials or psychologicals. Uh, the average suicide rate in the worldwide is 9.27. Yes, in this case, South Korea nearly triples the average, thus posing a long-term problem.